Have you noticed that bags feel heavier than they used to? That stairs take more effort? Or that getting up from a chair feels different than it did 5 years ago? Most people blame fatigue or aging in general. But what is actually happening, in many cases, is that muscle is quietly disappearing. And it has been for years. Doctors call this sarcopenia, and it begins in earnest after age 50. Without intervention, the average person loses 1 to 2% of their muscle mass every single year. By the time you reach your 70s, up to 40% of the muscle you had in your prime may already be gone. And this is not just about strength. Muscle is your body's blood sugar regulator, your immune support system, and the scaffolding that protects your bones. People with significant muscle loss are more than twice as likely to suffer a serious fracture from a fall. The stakes are real. Here is the part most people miss. The gym matters, but the kitchen matters just as much. You can exercise every day, but without the right raw materials, your body cannot build or maintain muscle. Today, I'm sharing 7 scientifically backed protein foods that are specifically effective for protecting muscle after 50, and the reason they work goes deeper than just protein content. After age 50, your body becomes what researchers call anabolically resistant. It means the same amount of protein produces far less muscle building response than it did at 30. The key to overcoming this is a specific amino acid called leucine, which acts as the on switch for muscle protein synthesis. The 7 foods I'm about to share are all high in leucine, or contain additional compounds that directly amplify its effects. The first food is eggs. Eggs are one of the most bioavailable protein sources on the planet. The body uses nearly 100% of what they contain. One study found that eating whole eggs after resistance exercise produced 40% greater muscle protein synthesis than eating egg whites alone. That is because the yolk contains vitamin D, vitamin B12, and a rich concentration of leucine that dramatically boosts the anabolic signal. Aim for 2 to 3 whole eggs daily. Soft-boiled or poached offers the highest absorption rate. If you have elevated cholesterol, consult your doctor about the right amount for you. The second food is salmon. Salmon delivers a combination that is uniquely powerful for aging muscle: high-quality protein plus omega-3 fatty acids EPA and DHA. 100 grams of salmon provides around 25 grams of protein. The omega-3s amplify the protein building signal, while simultaneously suppressing the inflammatory compounds that break muscle down. Multiple clinical studies confirm that consistent omega-3 intake measurably slows muscle loss and improves strength in older adults. Eat 100 to 150 grams 2 to 3 times per week. Bake or use an air fryer at around 375 degrees Fahrenheit to preserve the omega-3 content. The third food is chicken breast. With 31 grams of protein per 100 grams and a high leucine concentration, chicken breast is one of the most efficient muscle-building foods available. The challenge most people have is that it tastes dry and bland. Here's the fix: marinate it overnight in plain yogurt or lightly salted water. Then cook it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit in an air fryer for 15 minutes or simmer it gently covered on low heat for 20 minutes and let it rest for another 10. The result is tender, juicy, and anything but boring. The fourth food is Greek yogurt. Because it's strained, Greek yogurt contains 2 to 3 times more protein than regular yogurt, between 10 and 17 grams per 100 grams. Crucially, it delivers both whey protein, which absorbs rapidly for immediate muscle repair, and casein, which digests slowly and protects muscle through the night. Eating Greek yogurt before bed is one of the simplest ways to prevent the overnight muscle breakdown that accelerates as we age. Choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt and add honey, blueberries, or banana slices. Research confirms that whey-containing foods like Greek yogurt are particularly effective at maximizing muscle protein synthesis in older adults. The fifth food is tofu. For those who prefer plant-based protein or find animal proteins heavy, tofu is outstanding. Soybeans offer the most complete amino acid profile of any plant protein. 100 grams of firm tofu provides approximately 8 grams of protein, and the isoflavones in soy provide additional muscle protective effects. A 12-week clinical study found that older adults who ate soy protein-rich meals showed significant improvements in both muscle mass and walking speed. A large-scale study also found that people who ate more soy foods had measurably stronger grip strength than those who didn't. Choose firm tofu for higher protein content and pan-fry or bake it to improve both texture and absorption. The sixth food is mackerel. Mackerel is the affordable alternative to salmon that most people overlook. 100 grams contains over 20 grams of protein, along with omega-3 levels that rival salmon at a fraction of the cost. Omega-3 fatty acids improve insulin sensitivity in muscle cells, which means amino acids are transported into the muscle more efficiently. Think of omega-3 as the key that opens the door for protein to enter the muscle. Cook it with fresh ginger to neutralize the strong flavor, while adding an anti-inflammatory bonus. Canned mackerel is a convenient option. Just rinse it briefly to reduce the sodium content. The seventh food is legumes, specifically black beans and lentils. Lentils and black beans each provide around 9 grams of protein per 100 grams, along with fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria. Here's why that matters for muscle. Recent research has established what scientists call the gut-muscle axis, a direct communication pathway between your gut microbiome and muscle tissue. A healthier gut means more efficient muscle protein synthesis. Add black beans to rice, make a lentil soup, or toss lentils into a salad. When you pair legumes with whole grains like brown rice, the amino acid profiles complement each other perfectly. Here is how to put all 7 together in a practical daily plan. For breakfast, have 2 to 3 scrambled eggs, alongside a cup of Greek yogurt. That gives you around 30 grams of high-quality protein to start the day. For lunch, make a chicken breast bowl with brown rice and black beans. For dinner, serve grilled mackerel or salmon, or pan-fried tofu as your main dish. 1 hour before bed, eat a small cup of plain Greek yogurt. To activate overnight muscle protection, following this pattern will give you between 90 and 110 grams of protein daily, which meets the expert recommendation of 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight for adults over 50. A few important cautions before you start. Increase your protein intake gradually. Adding too much too fast can strain digestion. Increase by about 20% in week 1 and build from there. If you have kidney disease, speak with your doctor before significantly increasing protein intake, as the kidneys process the nitrogen produced during protein metabolism. Anyone with gout should consult their doctor about fatty fish intake. And remember, protein works best alongside movement. Even simple resistance exercises like squats, wall push-ups, or resistance band work 3 to 4 times a week will multiply the results of this diet dramatically. Your 50s are not the beginning of decline. With the right food and consistent movement, they can be the starting point of a stronger, more resilient body. Start with one of these 7 foods today and leave a comment below, telling me which one you're trying first. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and I'll see you there.